Abu 7. We have word now that the Pennsylvania National Guard has been not only deployed to Philadelphia, but they're going to be there now all the way past Election Day, potentially up toward the 9th. They're saying after these nights of riots, of looting, ATM explosions, you name it, something has to be done. Now, if you're trying to figure out what this all stems from, it comes from another police shooting that just took place a couple nights ago of a man that had a knife that would not drop it. Normally, in an instance like this, you would think if a man had a weapon, if he was armed, this happens all the time for people that are crazy. They come swinging a knife or a gun or a weapon at someone that gets shot and killed. Well, leave it to your mainstream media that portrayed this man as just as innocent as could be without trying to mention that he had a violent past, and overlooking constantly the fact that the man was disobeying any orders and was swinging a knife around within feet of cops. I'm not sure what anyone was expecting. If I was out there swinging a knife at cops, I would expect them to shoot me dead. That's the nature of it out here. The fact that all these people, thousands, got up and took to the streets, people are asking why. If it was justified, they could see that. If they murdered someone in cold blood, people could see that. Someone that's swinging a knife, that's a whole different situation. Look at the mainstream media. They portrayed him as a loving husband and father and everything that they could do to plant the seeds in the minds of the people that an innocent man was just killed, so get up off your ass and take to the streets, which is what a lot of them did. And when they seen a bunch of other people acting like animals looting these stores, people joined in. And these people are not realizing that they're being tracked. They think since they have face covers on their faces, they're not going to get caught. Wrong. This new technology that they've rolled out is designed to try to identify the individual that even has their face covered. So what this is doing is it's acting as a big beta test for that system. It sure is, because it's logging how you walk, your limp, your sway, the speed of your walk, your heartbeat even. They're tracking everything out here, tracking these people like rats, and they don't even realize it. We tell them this all the time. We tell them how you're getting key logged, they're tracking your phone, they're tracking everything. These idiots just don't care. They're just running around causing madness, and it's going to catch up to them. These are the type of events, as we've seen throughout the year, that weeks later, you'll see headlines where all these goons have been rounded up and arrested, and they're sitting there wondering, how did we get caught? Well, it's because you're ignorant. You're being tracked everywhere, and we've told you this over and over again. Everyone is. But they don't leave their phones at home. They don't leave their electronics to the side. None of that, because that's their communications to their bosses. You know, telling them where the next stash of bricks is, what corner it's going to be on. Yeah, we've seen this far and wide, these staged events throughout the year, and those that throw fuel on the fire. So, what timing, huh? Right before election time, that this explodes to this level? How many other shootings have we seen that didn't explode to this level? What timing, right? Right. I don't believe in coincidences. So, stay sharp, folks. We're heading into some rough water here all the way up to election time, and it could be hairy for weeks on end from here. We'll see. I'll stay on top of it, and I'll continue to live stream Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern. Make sure to join me over on D-Live. That's where it's going down. Can't stress.
Shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakah Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And salutation you Akim out here that has been pushing this world in truth and in sincerity. Hey, you see it's going down, man. We're approaching the 11th month of the year 2020. Going into the year 2021, which is going to be a hectic year. That's my humble opinion. From the way things is going now, 2021 is going to be a hell of a year for prophecy. Just my humble opinion. We have a situation going on in Philadelphia, PA. Some mentally disturbed Jake, I forget his name, was wielding a knife at police. and they shot him and put him to death. Ultimately, the Most High shot him, put him to death. Not the Most High didn't shoot him. The Lord put him to death. 2 Samuel, well, 1 Samuel 2 and 6. Deuteronomy 32:39. I could bring a whole slew of scriptures on how the Most High put that nigga to death. Because he wasn't right in the spirit, he was wicked. There's a video, a rap video of him. In the video, him and his wicked ass posse, and they swinging guns around and displaying guns and doing all manner of wickedness in the rap video. So this dude wasn't innocent, man. No man walking this earth is innocent. He just got his just due. You see what these jakes are doing, they're out there looting and rioting, making their beds hard. Not only are they making their bed hard, but they putting spikes under it, so when they lay on it, they're getting poked. Not realizing that, just like Dabu said, you being tracked, traced, and they got a profile of you. But this is the beginning stages of Jacob's trouble. Now you're starting to see everything that the prophets was telling you, on down from the apostles, on down to the elders and the men of great millstone and other camps was telling you what's coming down the pike. We've been bringing out prophecy after prophecy after prophecy. Now you're starting to see it. And only the elect is going to be saved out of this, man. You see, you jakes are making your bed hard, man. Why? Because you're not listening to the prophets out there. You're mocking, you're scorn, and you're scoff at the prophets, at the word of the Most High. You refuse to get right and come back into the fold. Why? Because the Most High done blocked your mind. These angels done blocked your mind where you can't get right, man. Where you can see but can't perceive. You can hear but can't, understand. The prophecy and the words that's coming out of our mouth, man. These are not our words. These are the words of the Lord Yahweh, why Yahweh Shah, man. And guess what? Jacob's trouble is the Lord using Esau on the left hand to punish you jakes, to have made your bed hard, man. Now you got to lie in it. This is Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 7. We all know the scripture. I'm going to bring it out. And it reads. It says, Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble. Talk about you Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans. They're deployed the National Guard in Philadelphia. Soon, I'm talking about within a couple of days, they're going to deploy the National Guard throughout each state in America in preparation of this election, this staged election, because they already know who's going to be placed in that Oval Office, whether Donald Trump is going to live for 4 years or they're going to put in crazy Joe Biden. Either which way, man, it's going to be civil unrest. Because there's countless videos out there where people are going back and forth, the Trump supporters and the Joe Biden supporters, on who's going to win this election, not knowing that presidents are not elected, they are selected by a small group of people. Started with the international bankers, those that run this place, starting with the Rothschilds. So all this chaos that's about to take place is the Most High using Esau on the left-hand side to punish you jakes, man, that have made your bed hard. Now you got to lie in it. When I'm talking about you jakes, I'm talking about you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. It says, Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Who's going to be saved out of it? Only the elect. Because 2/3 of you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you're going to get caught up, man. You're going to get caught up. And that's the bottom line, man. Hey, it is what it is, man. You're going to get caught up, and the Lord have appointed 3 kinds unto you, man. 3 kinds, man. 3 kinds of death the Lord have appointed unto y'all, man. I mean, we've been telling y'all, we've been warning y'all. We've been out there week in and week out. We put up videos telling y'all, man, what's coming down the pipe. So now this is coming down the pipe. Jeremiah chapter 15 verse 1. Then said the Lord unto me, though Moses and Samuel stood before me, yet my mind could not be toward this people. Cast them out of my sight and let them go forth. I'm going to read it again. Okay, this was coming. Jacob's trouble. And this is the Lord using Esau, his whipping stick, on the left-hand side to put a foot sideways in you Jake's asses, man. And this was going to happen. This was coming down the pipe. Jeremiah 15 verse 1. Then said the Lord Yahweh unto me, though Moses and Samuel stood before me. Now Moses represent the law, and Samuel represent the prophets. Stood before me, yet my mind cannot be towards this people. The laws, I'm saying the people of the Lord is you Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans. But he's talking about the 2/3 right here. Cast them out of my sight and let them go forth, and it shall come to pass. If they say unto thee, wherever shall we go forth? Then thou tell them, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, such are for death unto death. And that's what happened to this dude in Pennsylvania. He out there wielding a knife. What do you think is going to happen, man? You out there wielding a knife, and they warning you to put the knife down, man. See, they look at you Jakes as nothing but animals anyway, so what they're going to do is cut you down any chance they get, man. And they warning you, drop the knife, but you still not taking heat, man. Why? Because the Lord put that spirit on you not to take heat, because it was your time, because he was about to take your ass out, man. It says, back in Jeremiah 15, verse 2. And it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, wherever shall we go forth? Then thou shalt tell them, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, such as for death to death, and such as are for the sword to the sword. Amen. And that's what's coming, man. Death and destruction. Death, destruction, and mayhem. Which is definitely a part of Jacob's trouble, man. Famine, all that's a part of Jacob's trouble. And we've been telling you week in and week out. Now you starting to see it. But your bed has been made hard already. You got the spikes under there. You know. You got thumbtacks all in the bed with you. The bed is made out of cement. It's been hard to the point where now you can't even lay on it. But you're going to lay on it. And that's all the affliction, all the tribulation that's coming, man. You made your bed hard. Now you have to lie in it. It says, and such as for the famine, to the famine. And such as for the captivity, to the captivity. They're going to cut a lot of you off to them concentration camps, man. Those that escape the concentration camps, you're not going to escape the famine. Those that escape the famine, you're not going to escape the teeth of the wild beast, man. Those that escape the teeth of the wild beast, hey, the sword is right there to catch you, man. This is all coming down the pike, and we've been telling y'all, man. This is the Lord dealing with Esau on the left-hand side. This is the Lord's work. Abba Rataz, I'm a part of the elect. Listen, man, I know this is the Lord's work. So why should I fear? If you doing what's right in the eyes of the Most High, why should you fear? But you Jakes out there that's part of the 2/3, you're not doing that which is right in the eyes of the Most High. You're being gangbangers, you're looting, you're rioting. You're being, transform yourself to a transgender. You're being lesbians, you're being homosexuals. Everything that's not pleasing in the eyes of the Lord, that's what you're doing, man. And that's going to be to your demise. And this was coming down the pipe. It says, verse 3, and I will appoint over them 4 kinds, saith the Lord, Yahweh. The sword to slay, and the dogs to tear, and the fowls of the heaven, and the beasts of the earth to devour and destroy. And that's exactly what's going to happen, man. teeth of wild beasts, which is the spirit, which the Most High gonna put the spirit on them animals to do so, man. All these zoo animals that's locked in these cages that's not gonna be eaten during the time of a harsh famine. Because once they lock these cities down, man, no trucks bringing in the goodies. So there your famine, man. But the 2/3 of you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you're not going to understand until that violence is in your face. Because that's all you respect and that's all you understand is violence. You don't respect nothing else, but you will respect some violence, man. And violence is coming for your ass, man. Violence is coming for your ass. This is Ezekiel chapter 21, verse 9. Son of man, prophesy and say, thus saith the Lord. Say a sword is sharpened. And we out there, we telling y'all, this sword by the way of the National Guards, Interpol, the sword by the way of UN troops is going to be on the streets of America. And they ain't going to have no mercy because Interpol is the International Police Force, which is a group of different marksmen, National Guardsmen, troops that don't understand English. They're going to tell you something in their perspective language. You're not going to understand them. They're going to gun you down, man. And that's that sword, man. That's being sharpened. It says, Ezekiel 21, verse 10. Well, I'm going to go back to 9. Son of man, prophesy and say, thus saith the Lord. Say, a sword is sharpened and also furbished. Verse 10. It is sharper to make a sword slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter. Now, we've been telling you Jade Helm 16, Jade Helm 15. We've been showing you videos of Esau practicing for the day of martial law in these rural areas in the mountains. Telling you, showing you, bringing out scriptures. But they're going one ear and out the other. You will get on your keyboard, you will scoff and scorn, you will scoff at what we saying. Making your bed hard. Now you got to lie in it. Because now what's coming down the pike is death and destruction. What's coming down the pipe right now is death and destruction. And the 2/3 you Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans, that sword is being sharpened for y'all. We've been telling you. It says, it is sharper to make a sword slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth? We're not in the time of being in these. Right now, we're approaching these pagan festivals, man. And what you people going to do? You're going to go out there and you're going to celebrate Halloween, put a mask on top of a mask. You're going to indulge yourself in the day of thievery, which was Thanksgiving. All these pagan festivals, you're going to indulge yourself in. We're not in a time of mirth, man. We're in a time of war. We're in a time of prophecy. But like I stated, Jake don't respect nothing but violence, and violence is coming. You want violence? Well, violence is coming for that ass. It says, it contemneth the rod of my son as every tree. Verse 11, and he hath given it to be furbished, that it may be handled. This sword is sharpened. Who's going to handle this sword? I was going to tell you. And it is furbished to give it into the hand of the slayer. Who is the slayer? Who is the slayer? It's not Esau the wicked. It's not Esau the slayer. It's not Esau the wicked, a murderer and a liar. You see, that sword that's being sharp is going to come by the way of martial law. UN troops, Gurkha troops, out on the streets, patrolling the streets of America, cracking heads, gunning you down. If you don't have the proper papers, if you don't have a legitimate reason why you're in the streets, they're going to cart your ass off to a concentration camp. This is what we've been telling you. This was about to come to pass, man. Just wait. Just wait till after the election, see what pop off, man. See how the Most High deals. Because death and destruction is coming, man. It says, and he hath given it to be furbished, that it may be handled. This sword is sharpened, and it is furbished to give it into the hands of the slayer. Cry and howl. That's what's going to happen. You jakes gonna be crying and howling out here. Son of man, for it shall come upon my people. Who's the Lord's people? You Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. The 2/3 club, if you will. It shall be upon all the princes of Israel. Terrors by the reason of the sword shall be upon my people. Smite therefore upon the thigh. And that's what's coming, man. Sword, terrors by the way of the sword, famine, teeth of wild beasts, death and destruction. We've been telling y'all, now it's here. So with that, I hope you came out there was edified. Once again, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakah Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And salutations you came out there that has been pushing this word in truth and in sincerity. Hey, you 2/3 who have not taken heed, who have scoffed and scorned at the words of the Most High Yahweh, because these are not our words, these words are the Lord's. Yahweh why Yahweh Shah's words, man. So guess what? You made your bed hard, now you have to lie in it.